Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. We're starting our front page review today with The Nation. Where's the headline? The headline is that Tantita Services, which is owned by Tompolo, alias Tompolo, is celebrating the Delta State governor. But the other stories that are extremely important, bringing up alternative policies, that's from the presidency as it tells, bring up alternative policies. The presidency tells critics, federal government cautious on state police takeoff. Supporters hopeful as for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. President hosts Governor Adeleke brother, that's and Davido. Obviously, when you are as big as Davido, they will put your name as part of the headline of being hosted by the president. All right, so what story are we starting with?
I have the presidency yesterday has challenged opposition leaders and other critics of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to articulate alternative solutions to the nation's problems. They advised them to highlight alternative strategies they would propose in contrast to this administration's extensive list of significant achievements currently benefiting Nigerians in real time. They're saying they're frowning at the deliberate attempt to find fault and trade in deceit. The presidency urged the opposition leaders to shun disinformation, desist from spreading fake news, and avoid over-reliance on deceptive artificial AI videos. The presidency also said that or cautioned against the danger of peddling falsehood against the government that is serving Nigerians with diligence. And this was in reaction to a statement by a faction of Afenifere, the pan-Yoruba socio-political group, that had accused the Tinubu administration of economic regression, democratic backsliding, and mismanagement. They said the faction went to press without authorization from the Afenifere leader himself, Paruben Fasorati, who had previously applauded the president for his achievements and offered constructive advice as a Yoruba leader and statesman. So obviously, it seems like there are different factions to that particular pan-Yoruba socio-political group, and where it seems the leader has sort of endorsed this administration, there are factions that think otherwise. And so the presidency is saying, see, apart from just being there to just critique and criticize and just be negative, give us alternative strategies. What if this is not working? What do you think would work better? Since we're all trying to make the country work better for all Nigerians.
It's also about constructive criticism.
Yes.
So as you're criticizing, be giving us an alternative. What do you think? So there was a visit yesterday of the suspended Rivers State Governor Sim Fubara to the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. There was a lot of excitement in Fubara's camp. Yes. Said many members of the camp, popularly called the Simplified Family, expressed confidence that the visit to the Ikoyi Lagos home of the president was a signal that the emergency rule was gradually coming to an end. So his loyalist, Ezebunwon Ichemate, had to post the photographs of the governor with the president on his verified Facebook wall. And he was urging Fubara supporters to get set for celebration. He posted and he said, this meeting that just happened though is going to be loud. The outcome is going to be loud. So a lot of persons were indifferent about it, but the supporters were happy. I think his tenure for the he's supposed to get back into office from September. I think September. I'm trying to get the actual date. They had hoped that he would return May 29, but that did not happen. The emergency rule was is still in place. So, but hopefully by the time it's ending in September 18, Fubara should be hoping to get back into office as a result of this meeting that they've had. Though we don't know the details of the meeting, but his supporters are really hopeful for him.
The president was very busy yesterday. There was another meeting again.
No, September.
Oh, okay. You had another meeting of the president, I mean.
Yes, so I have the president. They said the president last night hosted the Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke at his Ikoyi private home in Lagos. And he was accompanied by his businessman, that's brother Dr. Adedeji Adeleke, and then the Afrobeat artist, that is
Davido,
Davido. So they said that details of it's a very short story. They said details of the
calling Davido. Everyone says Davido.
Yes. So they said details of the visit were not immediately made public, but sources familiar with the visit described it as cordial and reflective of the president's inclusive engagement style, particularly with leaders and influential figures across political divides. They said the presence of the popular music star at the meeting sparked widespread interest on social media, with supporters and fans applauding what many see as a symbolic moment of unity and generational bridging. They've not said why the meeting is there, but everybody
it's
else
okay.
included.
It's not meant to be a public meeting.
Closed-down meeting.
They just told us there was a meeting.
Yeah.
So
That's
It's possible they just went to visit.
It's visit now.
meeting too.
Courtesy visit. The president had a very busy day yesterday. From seeing
one
Fubara
visit to another.
the Adelekes, he also received the Bill Gates. He received the
delegates.
No. Bill Gates himself had a private visit with the president in his private residence in Lagos.
Bill Gates was in Lagos yesterday.
Yes, so Bill Gates was. You know, you're a billionaire. You just enter private jet.
Fly that thing and just enter.
Apparently, he got award. The president gave him recognition for his philanthropic and humanitarian works in Nigeria. That was yesterday. It was there's a picture of Bill Gates and the president getting the award, and Bayo Ononuga, the special advisor to the president on information and strategy, posted it as a tweet on X, saying that this happened. I know that this same Bill Gates was in Abuja signing MOU too with the minister for the Federal Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy. Nigeria is now launching a partnership where Nigeria will be getting about $7.5 million over a 3-year period for the Nigerian AI hub. So it's expected to help Nigerians with opportunities within the artificial intelligence space, and that's a whole lot of money to be committed. So we should get a recognition for his philanthropic contributions to Nigeria. Moving on to Daily Sun. Major headline: killings. Army chief relocates to Benue, deploys more troops and logistics. SAN petitions Tinubu demands state of military emergency as security worsens. APC rules out automatic tickets for National Assembly members. Tinubu's 2 years achievement supersedes Obasanjo, Buhari, Jonathan, Yar'Adua, others from minister. Please, which minister is that?
Of Information and National Orientation.
Awesome. Then we've taken the story already of Fubara meeting the president in Lagos. So what story can...
Benue killings. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, has appealed to the government and people of Benue State to support the military with credible and timely information to end the attack on innocent citizens of the state by suspected headers and other militia groups. He had met with the state governor yesterday, and as we know, the Chief of Army Staff has relocated to the state as of yesterday, and this follows, as we know, the reports of the incessant attacks and killings that have been ongoing in the state for a while now. He assured the governor of the determination of the Nigerian army to end the senseless killing and destruction of property in the shortest possible time. However, told the governor that the military can't do this alone. It would need the cooperation of the locals to carry out its operations. He says the killings are senseless and said the time has come for people of the state to work as one and support the army and credible information to end the barbaric acts, as soldiers would not be everywhere. You remember yesterday I took another story of another attack, you know, just close to a military checkpoint that happened from beginning to the end, and there was no military intervention. And even though we know that the military cannot be everywhere, they are not God, but we hope that they'll be strategically positioned, and it's a good thing to know that the Chief of Army Staff has moved to Benue State. I remember a similar story during the Buhari time, where he had asked the Chief of Army Staff to go there. Months after they asked, the president was shocked that his instruction was not carried out. He didn't move, he didn't go, according to Buhari's instruction. Remember, we talked about it, but this one, he's there, and he's asking for the support of the people. Credible intelligence is important, as we see with what NDLE is doing with credible information. That's what will help also here, I believe.
But somehow the relocation, like him relocating to such a place, if, for example, something happens in another state, and go, oh, now
no, it doesn't matter. There's a crisis here, so that's why he has to deal with it. We'll take a quick break now. When we continue,
personnel everywhere.
Yeah. We'll take a break now. When we return, we'll continue with Front Page Review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.